At the village center, I found myself lost. Never before feeling this freedom, never before feeling this anxiety, feeling alive. I sat down on the wet gravel next to the fountain of youth. It is said that if you plunge your hand into this liquid, you will be given the knowledge of the infinite and become immortal. The time has come, my hand reaching out, piercing through the raindrops, my heart racing as I approach the infinite. I turn my head up to the sky, taking in this last moment of what I know to be normal, feeling the raindrops roll over my face. Infinity won't do much for you if you aren't alive. My head jolted to see a man, an old man, sitting not even 3 feet away from me. How did I not notice his approach? The rain poured, but he was dry, numb to the environment around him. That look in your eye, he continued. I remember the feelings that caused that look, a hunger for something greater, an urge to escape into promised futures. His eyes were tired but wise, as if he had dreamed 1,000 years only to wake up from a restless night's sleep. There's something profoundly ironic about the infinite, he explained. The past and the future stretch on forever in either direction, yet you can never touch them. You can never smell them. You can never taste them. His voice began to tremble, although his demeanor remained confident, numb to whatever it was that troubled him about his words. They're in constant conflict, past and future, the man claimed. The future hunting down the past moving just quickly enough to not fully be swallowed, like a snake chasing its tail in a figure 8. I felt the rain nipping at my bare, outstretched wrists. I watched the raindrops as they fell into the fountain, evaporating as they hit the mysterious liquid, giving off a heavenly fragrance. The snake never catches its tail, he said bluntly, breaking me from my trance. After a short locking of eyes, he continued. The figure 8 is only connected in one place. The past circles behind it, the future circles in front. A chaotic swoosh from balance, quickly returning, lost and anxious, seemingly free, running away with all its might only to double back. The man's words began to dissolve into the rain. Yes, I said, as my fingertips dipped into the liquid. I felt a rush throughout my body as I closed my eyes. The only true freedom is the space between, his voice echoed in my head. That which holds all experience, joy and sadness, love and hate, birth and death, the present. After a few moments of ecstasy, I opened my eyes. The man was gone, his words ringing in my head as if my own. In that split second, I had experienced it all, past and future, infinity. I now understood the man's words. I was tired, knowing all that came and what was to come, no fear, no inescapable dwelling, no excitement, lifeless, numb. I sat there alone at the fountain for what seemed like an eternity. The rain continued, but I felt dry. I heard footsteps on the other side of the fountain. I stood, slowly, achingly, and made my way to the other side. There sat a boy, reaching out his hand through the rain, so focused on what was in front of him that he didn't notice my approach. As he turned his face towards the sky, I sat back in disbelief. No, I thought. Infinity won't do much for you if you aren't alive, I exclaimed.